Welcome back to Wicked Wise. Today I want to talk about a few things. One is going to be consent. So I preach this and I preach it and I'm not going to stop. Read your Constitution, your state, and the federal Constitution of the United States. Read the Declaration of Independence and read the Bill of Rights. Now, if you read all of that, you will then understand not just your rights, but what the government can and cannot do. And one of the things in there, it says that we, the people, have to give consent to the government. So when I get a call and about CPS at somebody's door, whatever the case may be, the first thing I ask them is, well, did you let them in your house? Sometimes they say yes. And I say, why? Oh, because the police were here. I don't give a fuck if the police are there. The second question is, did they have a warrant? No. Again, why did you let them in your house? See, what people don't understand is when you let the police or CPS or fuck it, a mandated reporter in your house, you've given the government consent. Now, I have friends that are mandated reporters, but I don't do shit, so I don't give a fuck. It is the right of the people to not consent. When you sign a safety plan, you consent and you admit guilt. When you go to court and the judge says, did you do this? Any answer you give other than I'm pleading the fifth is consent. So let's say cop shows up at my door. Now I'm different, okay, because I know my rights. We got a complaint that your dogs have been barking all night. We need to see the dogs. They say the dogs are not being kept. I don't give a fuck what anybody tells. Do you have a warrant to come in my home? No. Then you get the fuck off my property. I had animal control come to my house one time, right? Because my neighbor doesn't like me because I'm married to a black man, got black kids, black grandkids, and I'm white. He doesn't like what's going on my property. I don't give two fucks what anybody likes what's going on my property. It's private. It's none of your fucking business. Anyway, animal control came. I opened the door. The first question I said is, what the fuck do you want? She said, I need to see your dogs. I said, bitch, you got a warrant? No. I said, well, guess what? I got a chain link fence. You can go stand down at the corner of the motherfucking street and see right in my yard. You can see my dogs from there. Well, she got mad. But I don't give a fuck. I didn't call you. Go talk to the bitch that called you. CPS, there's no difference. CPS knocks on your door. We got a complaint. I don't give a fuck. Go talk to the motherfucker that made the allegation. It's legal for them to investigate you. Don't get me wrong. The police can investigate you too. That's not illegal. What is illegal is them telling you that they have warrants when they don't, that you have to let them in your house when you don't, that you have a right to shut the fuck up and not say a goddamn thing, and better yet, tell these motherfuckers to get off your property and take you to court. Bottom line, all you say is you do not consent. Period. End of story. I don't care if the whole goddamn police department's at your front door. It is civil. Now, you have a Fourth Amendment right to privacy. right? So if they go behind your back and your children are in school, you need to send a letter stating that you and your child do not consent to any illegal searches and seizures. Your child, because they're under 18, you are their voice. You have every right to tell your child not to talk to anybody. I don't give a fuck if it's the principal, the guidance counselor. I don't care who it is. Right? So when you send the note, you say, my child and myself do not consent to any searches and seizures, and that an advocate, a lawyer, and yourself want to be there, and that your child doesn't have shit to say under the Fifth Amendment. And you can even go as far as to say you want to face your accuser. You want to know who called, but you got to go to court to get the complaint unsealed, and it's circuit court. Here in Virginia, we go to family court, then general district, and then circuit. You also have a right to due process. So if they take your child out of school without your knowledge, that's an illegal seizure. Don't consent. You tell them you don't want their services, you don't want them in your life, and they need to mind their business. They can investigate you from a distance. And if they feel there's imminent danger, do what I did. I said, if you think there's imminent danger, I'll meet your ass at the courthouse tomorrow morning. We can go get a removal order. Because what they're going to do is they're going to file an ex parte on you without your knowledge and lie, fake up all these phony documents, say the child is in imminent danger. And if you watch my last video, I did imminent danger versus exigent circumstances, and they will make up imminent danger. So be very aware of that. I tell people, post on your door a color of law form, which at the bottom says cease and desist. I also tell people to print out the 4th Amendment, the 5th Amendment, and the 14th Amendment, post it on your door. Also, pull up the Bill of Rights where it says and highlights all men are created equal. Okay? Bitch, just because you think you got an education in child psychology, where's your fucking knowledge of the law? Because that's what it boils down to. These people are uneducated. They're ignorant. They're narcissistic, and they don't give two fucks about your kids. Okay? It's all money for the snatching, kidnapping, whatever you want to call it, extortion for your kids. I've also had people say, Tiffany, I have PTSD. I have depression. I have anxiety. CPS is just tormenting my family. Okay, I understand. That's what they're meant to do. Okay, it's sort of like being on probation and parole, right? The system is set up to make you fail. So be very aware of that. You have to be stronger than the bullshit. Basically, I'm so strong because there's not a fucking thing that they can do to me that I haven't already had done to me. Okay? First and foremost. Second of all, I don't play fucking games with CPS, the police, or the judge. I don't give a fuck what you wear. I don't care about your badge. I don't care about your black robe. I don't care what your authority is. Because as far as I'm concerned, you might know more about the laws than I do, and you might know the backdoor bullshit, but at the end of the day, the Constitution is the law of the land. And I don't give a fuck who you are, what your title is, how educated you are, me, you, the judge, the police, the district attorney, the president. Nobody's above the Constitution. Nobody. And that's where CPS workers got shit fucked up, right? The first thing is they're not educated on the Constitution, Bill of Rights, and Declaration of Independence, okay? And to be quite honest with you, neither are the fucking police. If you watch my videos, you will see me, ask them if they need a lesson in the Constitution, because I want to be that bitch to give it to them. That's right. Tiffany Wise wants to teach the police, CPS, and fuck even the judges what the Constitution says. I just get so irritated and frustrated. But do I let them break me? They ain't got that. Their will's not as strong as mine. Because if it takes my very last breath to change this system, and if I have to do it by myself, I will. Now, I've also been hearing from advocates, oh my God, Tiffany, nobody's listening. They want me to help them, but they won't listen. And my answer to that is, if they don't want to learn, fuck them. Nobody can advocate for your children better than you. Advocates help. We don't do the work for you. I don't anyway. I will give you the information, but it's your job to know what to do. I'll tell you what to do. Let me rephrase that. It's my job to give you the information. What you do with it is your business. I will help you through the process. I will guide you where you need to go. But as far as doing the work, advocates don't do the work for you. We help, but that's not our job. Our job is to help you navigate and teach you what you need to know. So remember, if you have an advocate and you need help and you don't want to do the work, that's on you. They're your children. We help keep them out of the system, get them out of the system, or get them to kinship. All right, I guess I'm done ranting and raving today. I will be back on next week. I try to do a video every Saturday and Sunday, or Sundays, my bad. And again, you can always reach out to me, 24Tiffany, TIFFINI, @gmail.com.